General Sarath Fonseka, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You've taken a very big decision for an army man. As Chief of Defence Services, you've stepped down. Something must have prompted you to step down. What was it?
Mainly, the last appointment I was holding, Chief of Defence Staff, I was there for 6 months. I had 1.5 years to go. They did not give enough powers for that appointment. There were no operational powers. There was no any authority or administration of the services or the police. Therefore, the appointment looks like one in dormant, not effective enough for a 4-star general. A 4-star general can do a lot of work. If you are in uniform, you don't have to get paid for nothing. So when I told them that this act, CDS Act, was not effective enough, they were not interested about that.
Do you think there was a feeling that the war was over and therefore they were not paying as much attention to the needs of the defence as they should?
I'm coming into that. Whether war or no, those appointments have a lot of responsibilities. Even peacetime, those appointments have, what about the Chief of Defence Staff in India or the Chief of the Army Staff in India? They have a lot of responsibilities. And then where we go from the war victory, the welfare of those who sacrificed their lives, the families' welfare, those over 27,000 people who got injured, about 8,000 permanently rendered disabled, and their families, the troops are still under bushes and under culvert, not regrouped, consolidated in the operational area. They were not giving any attention to these things. I had to devote a lot of time to do that because the army was expanded rapidly in a big hurry. It was almost doubled in size in a short period. A lot of things to be done. After the victory, they were only celebrating the victory, but not being least interested about the welfare of the soldiers and the regrouping of the army. Then the welfare of those who were affected, the people of North and East. A lot of them end up in the IDP camps. They were not interested at all to ensure the required amount of comfort is given to them. The basic infrastructure in the IDP camps were not given. They were playing out money, in short. They were put into a very small, unhealthy tentage, not even suitable for animal to live.
And there was a lot of international aid coming in.
Yes, international aid and a lot of money from the government also being found. But things are not improving.
Do you think that money was being diverted somewhere?
No, it was not diverted. It was diverted into their private accounts, not anywhere else. A lot of corruption playing out. And we were feeling embarrassed because we cleared those areas, liberated from the terrorists. The people were taken out. Out that you can't treat the people like animals. Resettlement plan. I had projected a very good, methodically calculated plan. Demining, how to develop the infrastructure. I mean, you can't do those things in 2 months. Right. Now they are trying to settle them, push them into the minefields, send them back into the jungle without any infrastructure, without bridges, without tank bunds, without even well drinking water, not even a post office, not a single hospital. They are sending all the people into, no demining was done at all. Everybody being pushed into a jungle villages.
But for someone who served for 40 years, you've been very passionate about your uniform. You've been a leader from the front. Was it a difficult decision to make?
I never had the slightest, even 0.1% intention of being a politician.
It was circumstances that...
Yes, even when I took over as CDS, at the media briefing, I said, I'll never become politician. That was because it had never been my case, not my background. I was only keen about military and the defense. But then, under these circumstances, if you are a professional man, I think it might happen to any other professional man. If your country is down the drain, if your people are suffering, if the military is also not being looked after, what else do you expect? So I didn't want to. In other countries, you can see the military goes to town, they might take over countries. But we don't think on those lines. We respect the democracy. So I thought I will take up the matter in a democratic manner.
Do you feel the credit is being taken away from you and the armed forces for defeating the LTTE?
Yeah, I mean, the credit, okay, any political leadership gets certain amount of credit if there is a war victory. But then, take example, if a doctor carries out heart surgery, the president of the country, just because the health department is under his minister, does not go around and say, I did the operation. I gave the orders for a